Welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada on this day, Monday, the 8th of September 2025, or the 17th of July in the 13th year of Chongelguk. Thank you all for coming, and let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Champuninge, Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가존맨세 2. 전국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 전주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 춘신, 세계에서는 성인, 전주에서는 선자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 2. Our family, the owner of Chongelguk, pledges to represent and become central to heaven and earth by attending the Heavenly Parent and True Parents. We pledge to perfect the dutiful family way of filial sons and daughters in our family, patriots in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth by centering on true love. And I'd like to share our Father's prayer that he gave at the day of the love of God. Loving Heavenly Parent, today is 20th May 1984, but actually it is to be considered one with 16th May, when at 12:54 a.m. I declared the day of the love of God. Through the unity of the family level expressed then at East Garden, today can be connected with that day of historical declaration. Heavenly Parent, please come and dwell amongst us now. Because of the unity between true parents on earth and Heavenly Parent, Hunjin, and Jesus in the spirit world, all 120 nations in the spirit world and all 120 nations on earth now have the right to resurrection. Due to satanic love, we lost the sovereignty of God, but now at this historical peak of Tangam, centering on the love of true parents and the love of God, we restore this lost historical heritage and are able to declare the day of the love of God. O Heavenly Parent, O Earth, I proclaim that we stand united in the Xinjiang territory with one mind and one ideal. May Heavenly Parent, true parents, true children, and all blessed families be united, centered on the sovereignty of God's love. Let us form one heritage and march forward together. May this day be one of great dignity. Please accept this declaration in which I proclaim the day of the love of God in the name of Heavenly Parent and True Parents, Jew. Thank you, and let's give a warm welcome to Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Today is also the beginning of new week. Let's put our chanson and heart and offer the victory. So this week we will receive a welcome 신칠 씨는 human missionary to Oceania. So New Zealand, Australia, Solomon Island, and myself, I will go to New Zealand tomorrow. So they are coming as the representative of true parents. And also depends on the schedule. They could not have enough time or could not have many meeting with brothers and sisters. That's why each meeting with Blessed Family, evening meeting, Sunday service, those moments are really special moment. So please invite all brothers and sisters, members, and to offer the chanson and to involve those program, and let's welcome our brothers and sisters. So when you invite, not only just send the text, please call one by one and invite brothers and sisters. This is also a chanson and devotion. So through these things, if we can return the happiness or the encouragement to them, this become also the great support for heavenly parents and true parents. That's so important. So their visitation is coming, starting soon. Let's prepare well. And also today, you could see heavenly calendar, July 17. Do you know what day is this? Today is True Father's 13th Sonfa anniversary day. Already we had a joint prayer meeting last Friday, and also the Chambo special event Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we offer the special prayer. But today is the Sonfa ceremony day. So each churches, or even today, our Fundok, after Fundok, we will have a 7 minutes prayer. We should offer the sincere prayer for our Father. So there's memo. I will read this one. May the blessing and love of Heavenly Parent and true parents always be with you. To mark the 13th anniversary, you can see, right? 13th anniversary of the Holy Ascension of Sanmyeonbun, true parent of heaven, earth, and humankind, a special Hyojon Chombo great works is currently being held worldwide. We sincerely hope that this anniversary of True Father's Ascension will be a time of honor to Father's will by renewing our determination centered on harmony and peace and building harmonious communities. Accordingly, we are asking each church to hold a prayer meeting for the start of a new era and a new history. It is hoped that these prayer meetings will be precious occasions for all family members to unite in heart and make a new beginning in harmony and peace, the value of this providential time. So, title, Prayer Gathering for the Start of a New Era and New History, Commemoration the 13th anniversary of the Holy Ascension of Sanmyeonbun, the true parent of heaven, earth, and humankind. Purpose, renewal of determination centered on harmony and peace and unity of the community. Date 7/17, July 17 by the heavenly calendar in 13th year of Cheonilguk, September 8, 2025. Each local church and also our blessed family overall. So in accordance with the prayer meeting for opening of the new era of harmony and peace prepared by the World Mission Headquarters. So we can see. So each churches, if you prepare, please also prepare in churches. Otherwise, anyway, this Oceania Fundoke is one of the bigger level. We can also put this Johnson and Hart. But please really honor today. Today is the day of True Father's Sonfa anniversary, already 13th year. So time has been passed quickly. So let's pray and honor, remember our True Father, and really support for Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So thank you for joining today. Continuously offer the chanson and carry on this mission. Our True Father's mission. True Father's mission is same. This is our Heavenly Parent dream. So through this day, we determine and we will offer the victory. So thank you. Let's continuously offer the special prayer. Okay. So today also continue the word from Chansongyeon, earthly life and the spirit world, blessed families and eternal life. So let's study together. Okay, please.
What gift can you offer when you stand before God in the spirit world? It is neither money nor the prestige of an academic title. Neither is it the affection you have for your loving spouse, nor a well-lived life, nor any other such thing. Such things cannot be gifts. You should take your love for God and your love for the world to that place. That is what remains. In John 3:16, it is written that God so loved the world, testifying to his love. That is why he sent his only begotten Son. His only begotten Son is the person who came to love the world. For this reason, if your faith is based on love, you will not perish. You will be saved. Since the Lord loves the world, you should love the world together with him.
Yes, thank you. This is important word. Let's see one by one. What gift can you offer when you stand before God in the spirit world? So, what do you think? Have you thought about this? Everyone is going to the spirit world, and if you go there, we will meet Heavenly Parent and we will meet the true parents. What kind of things can we offer? So, this important moment or offering things is actually the things which we should prepare during our earthly life. So the parents said, it is neither money nor the prestige of an academic title. Neither is it the affection you have for your loving spouse, nor a well-lived life, nor any other such thing. Such things cannot be gifts. You should take your love for God and your love for the world to that place. This is what remains. You should take your love for God and your love for the world to that place. That is what remains. So can you see the things we will carry on the love for God and also the world. Of course, we can love our spouse, family, or there are many kind of things, but what is the gift we should bring to heaven? This is the result of love for God and human beings. And next part, he said, in John 3:16, it is written that God so loved the world, testifying to his love. That is why he sent his only begotten Son. His only begotten Son is the person who came to love the world. For this reason, if your faith is based on love, you will not perish. You will be saved. Since the Lord loves the world, you should love the world together with him. So, love God, love people, and love the world. And as the result of love, we will bring this to the spirit world as the gift. So, this is the things we should do and we should prepare during our earthly lifetime. So, who will do it together? Three parents is doing the things, so we will do together with our three parents. Please.
Do you have a special gift you can take to the kingdom of heaven? When you go to the spirit world, you will see the martyred, loyal servants of God lined up before you. In front of them, do you think you will be able to open up the bundle you have brought? What kind of suffering has the Unification Church gone through? And what kind of hardships have you gone through? Without going through whatever small hardships you have had, how could you say that you have lived for the sake of the nation and the world?
Yes. So this is also similar way. What kind of special gift do we have? Let's reflect our life and let's prepare special gift to our heavenly parent and three parents in the spirit world. Please.
It should be only natural for you to say, though I have suffered, I do not think of it as suffering. But you still have some way to go. You should be able to go to the spirit world, open up your bundle, and say, "These are the gifts I have prepared from my whole life, so please accept them." Considering the fact that when women marry, they take large bundles of things with them to their new home, should you go empty-handed with only your spirit self when you go to the kingdom of heaven?
Yes, I will read the first part again. It should be only natural for you to say, "Though I have suffered, I did not think of it as suffering." But you still have some way to go. You should be able to go to the spirit world, open up your bundle, and say, "These are the gifts I have prepared from my whole life, so please accept them." So we will do total investment, love people, or invest and sacrifice. So those heart and those investment. And what is the reason why we will do these things? Actually, this is not only for us to go to the kingdom of heaven. Actually, this is the things our God and Heavenly Parent wished us to do these things and to be like this. So if we go to the suffering or hardship, but this moment is not just a suffering moment. This moment is the precious moment, special gift which God gave us to grow up more and create the great moment. Please.
This earth is the endless producer of the citizens of heaven. No one has realized this. The life course of the original couple living on this earth should have been one in which they gave birth to sons and daughters as the citizens of the kingdom of heaven and raised them to become perfected people. Therefore, when a baby was born, that baby would have become a gift they could take along when the time came to go before God. Without such gifts, you cannot hold your head up proudly. When you return to your hometown, what can you boast of before your parents? Just as you would boast of how well you have raised your sons and daughters, the same would hold true when you go to the spirit world. When you go before God, there is no better gift than bringing God's children, the citizens of heaven, whom you have raised on this earth. Things like money, power, and knowledge are not important.
Thank you. This is the explanation about earthly life. There are many people are born on this earth, and everyone is going to the spirit world. So during earthly life, what kind of things should they do or should we do? During this time period, we will sincerely attend God, our Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and offer those life itself to our Heavenly Parent. And also he said, when you go before God, there is no better gift than bringing God children, the citizens of heaven, whom you have raised on this earth. Things like money, power, and knowledge are not important. So we will testify our heavenly parents, true parents, and teach the God's word or principle and raise our children up and bring this result of love and going to the next world. So this is the special gift to raise up own children and go to the next world. So this is really clear guidance. Please.
Parents with many sons and daughters have many object partners of love. So when they go to the spirit world, they can freely meet anyone in all directions. There are no evil women among those who have given birth to many children. Why is this so? It is because they have the mind of a mother who wants to raise her children. When they go to a village, they compare other children with their sons and daughters. If they are not as good as their own children, they think, "I wish I could help them." Mothers naturally ascend to a higher state of love in the realm of daily life. Those who have raised many children are thus in the highest place in the spirit world.
Yes, thank you. So even so, already one slide before mentioned about the purpose of earthly life. Purpose of earthly life is to produce the citizen of heaven. That's why Father is talking about if mother raise up or gave birth a lot of children and raise up, that is already precious. So if you can give birth 3 physical children, 5 physical children, or 10 physical children, already great, right? I'm not sure this how many children for you to provide is possible or not. But if you have many children, then your capacity of love automatically also grow up and become more greater person. So he said, there are no evil women among those who have given birth to many children. Why is this so? It is because they have the mind of a mother who wants to raise her children. So if you have many children, your capacity of love or heart as the mother or as the parent getting bigger, and even not only your children, but another family's children, you can also love and embrace naturally. So depends on your result of love or capacity of love. Your place in the spirit world will be decided. And as the Father said, you can go to the highest place in the spirit world. Please.
When you go to the spirit world in the future, what should you take with you? You do not go there with money. You do not go there in the name of the Unification Church either. Therefore, what should you do from now on is to see how many sons and daughters you can create for God to love before you go there. Everyone can do this. When people give birth to babies, they can have only a limited number of children. What do you have to go through in the process of restoration? When you create many spiritual sons and daughters from among those in Satan's world for God to love, this accomplishment connects with your ancestors and opens the way to liberate them. This is the greatest gift you can give in the course of restoration.
Yes, so this is also important word. I will read again. When you go to the spirit world in the future, what should you take with you? You do not go there with money. You do not go there in the name of the Unification Church either. Therefore, what you should do from now on is to see how many sons and daughters you can create for God to love before you go there. So, how many sons and daughters you can create? Of course, we have a limitation to have a physical son and daughters, right? Maybe maximum recent society average is maybe 2 or 3 or sometimes 4, 5 around that level. This is the maximum, or there is limitation. And if you are getting old, it's not easy to make a physical children anymore. But what Father said, in the way of restoration course, we can create the many spiritual sons and daughters. That's why the witnessing is important. How we can raise up our sons and daughters physically or spiritually, and to raise them up, this become the special gift which God can love and which we can bring to the spirit world. So once again, this raising up the children spiritually or physically, this become the precious things like our earthly life. Please.
When you go to the spirit world, you do not take money with you. Each person needs to restore more than 120 people. The citizens of the kingdom of heaven were all lost. By engrafting them, we bring them back to their proper place. For you to go through the 12 pearly gates in the spirit world, what matters is how many citizens of the kingdom of heaven you have recovered from Satan and restored while you were still on earth. To do so, you must shed tears, sweat, and blood. With the heart of recreation, you should invest your heart more than the fathers and mothers, husbands and wives, and sons and daughters in Satan's world, investing your heart and shedding tears, sweat, and blood. Otherwise, you cannot claim any citizens of the heavenly kingdom as your own. Your position of glory and your proximity to God in the next world will be determined according to this number.
Thank you. So number 12, restore more than 120 people to guide them as the citizen of heaven or citizen of Changyuk. So we work together. Anyway, how to guide and witness them. This is our main target during our lifetime. Please.
What can you boast of when you go to the spirit world? You can boast of the number of lives you have saved. The first person you saved, the second person, how many beyond your own tribe, how many people from how many nations you have connected to new life. This is your wealth. This and only this is your wealth. You will miss nothing in the spirit world because it lacks nothing. But if you did miss something, it would be true people. Thus, those devoted subjects who labored diligently to raise true people will naturally become glorious sons and daughters in the heavenly kingdom.
Yes. What can you boast of when you go to the spirit world? You can boast of the number of lives you have saved. So this is the core point, how we can raise up the true person. So these things is disregard of our life or any background or nationality, even any kind of age, any kind of nationality, any kind of situation. We can love people, we can guide people, we can save people, and we can witness, because our main target place is the spirit world or next world. So during earthly lifetime, how we can fulfill the things and to prepare. This is the special aim or our guidance. Please.
It is more important to harvest citizens for God's kingdom than to eat. However, people are not clear about this. This should be their principal occupation. It is the main occupation of people who live on this earth. Among the things you should do in your lifetime, there is nothing more important than this. In this world, having a job and a successful career and saving money all slip away. No matter how much money you amass, it will be of no use in the other world. Material things are not necessary in the next world. There is no need for knowledge. Even if there is something you have never learned, your mind will already know it. You will come to know everything within a week.
Thank you. It is more important to harvest seasons for God's kingdom than to eat. However, people are not clear about this. This should be their principal occupation. It is the main occupation of people who live on this earth. Among the things you should do in your lifetime, there is nothing more important than this. So we should understand this point. We should deliver this message to our children, family, tribe, and also the people. Of course, we should have many kind of job, or we should develop our talent to contribute for society or nation and world. Of course, we need the money, but what is the reason to have those things? Actually, purpose of those things is to save the people and to guide the people to God's side as the children of God and heavenly parent. That's why through our earthly lifetime, we will do many kind of things, but we should not forget, we should not lose this main point or a main target or reason why we are living or what we should do during earthly life. Please.
In going to the spirit world, the kingdom of heaven, what you need are spiritual sons and daughters. You need spiritual children. By witnessing, you can resurrect spirits. Therefore, the work you carry out on earth does not affect only the earth. You are carrying out that work in order to bring an end to all that was defiled through the fall.
So we should guide the spiritual children, of course, physical children together. Please.
Heaven is an infinite world where everything is connected by bridges of love. If the people you have witnessed to are spread across the world, through them paths will be formed over which you can travel to and from, covering a much wider area when you go to the spirit world. Everyone will want to connect and relate with you. Just as on earth you connected to others through ideology, a similar structure will be organized around you in heaven. It is like having many students you have educated. When you pass on to the next world, after resolving everything on earth, you will be able to resolve things in the spirit world through your relationships in a much wider realm of activity.
Thank you. Heaven is an infinite world where everything is connected by bridges of love. If the people you have witnessed to are spread across the world, through them paths will be formed over which you can travel to and from, covering a much wider area when you go to the spirit world. So when you witness not only one city, not only one place, if we can witness and to have a spiritual children in the all over the world, then our love capacity or connection will be expanded even to the world level, and even going to the spirit world, our love connection or network become bigger and bigger. So we can see these things. So this is the final slide today, please.
You should not let time fly by aimlessly. Only when you have given birth to and raised sons and daughters during your younger years can you leave behind a foundation that you can be proud of before your descendants. Only when those children become great people can you be proud before history. If you do not have historical accomplishments that you can be proud of, you may be able to join the ranks of your family and your town, but you will not be able to join the ranks of your nation. To reach the national level, you need accomplishments that can remain in the historical tradition. Everyone desires to leave behind something for the nation, for the world, and for heaven and earth. Therefore, you need to know clearly that your life purpose is to establish your realm of ownership. When you follow God's will, like it or not, you can never consider giving up.
Thank you. You should not let time fly by aimlessly. Only when you have given birth to and raised sons and daughters during your younger years can you leave behind a foundation that you can be proud of before your descendants. So raise up the children and let them grow up the great person. This is the things we should do and we can do. Father is talking about during your younger age or younger time. But if, of course, even we are getting old, still possible, and we can still keep our younger spirit during our earthly life. Doesn't matter our physical age, right? So we will have those spirit raise up our spiritual son and daughter, and to let them become the historical or great person. So those things are things which our three parents showed us as the goal and purpose of our life on this earth. We listen many times about individual, family, tribe, people, nation, world, cosmos, and God and Heavenly Parent. But this is not just as the concept, but this is the clear, our aim and target to expand our capacity of love or our area which we'll be investing. Through these things, we can be connected with God and Heavenly Parent, and even we can be connected with the history. So today we share about the word of true parents and to talking about the spirit world. And focusing point is more raising up our children, physical children or spiritual children. Through these things, we can bring them as the gift of our life to our heavenly parent and true parents. Everyone, we will have the moment to end our earthly life and to go to the spirit world and to meet with our heavenly parent, meet with our true parents. So at that moment, what kind of gift can you bring? What kind of gift are we preparing? So even from now, we can start to think, we can start to prepare. So those things are important in our life. Let's continuously reflect and prepare ourselves and also determine for our life itself. Today is the September 8th, heavenly calendar July 17 through further 13th year of Sonfa anniversary. So through prayer time, sincerely we will remember again our true father's whole life investment and passion and sacrifice to fulfill our God's dream and to complete the providence to restore all humanity. And we will inherit and determine more and more. So once again, thank you for attending today's morning hundoke. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing with us. And yes, to really honour our true father on this anniversary of his 13th year since he passed, and thinking about what this message, highlighting what gift we give to God. And it was interesting how Father was saying that, of course, we can't give physical things, and we've always known that, but also there a mention of even spiritual things, even loving your spouse or loving people around you. But he is highlighting that that since God loves the world, then the gift we give is loving the world, and obviously a true father and true mother are loving the world continually. Yeah, and that's the greatest gift, that our true Father and our true Mother are offering, to our heavenly Parent. When we think, we know that we need to have as many spiritual sons and daughters as possible, and that's our gift. But in reality, every one of us are the sons and daughters of our true parents, because we were all created from them, and even the children we find, in essence, also belong, to our true parents, and so to have that global perspective. It's always for God, always at the world level. And even though we make this effort to get sons and daughters, they're really not ours. They belong to God. They're just like our own physical children. Even though we are their immediate parent, if it wasn't for God's creation of everything, we wouldn't be here anyway. And it's because of God. So in essence, every child born really is the child of our heavenly parent. And so our responsibility, as we know, is to keep going, never giving up, concluding our life on earth with as many victories and as many real substantial sons and daughters, our own sons and daughters, if we're lucky, to be young, and I don't know how many people today ever consider having 10 or 12 children, but these days it's always not so many. But I remember when I was young, I met many people that had 12 children. I remember growing up and when I was very young, about 9 years old, I was a paper boy, and the news agency had 12 sons and daughters. The news agent couple, and that wasn't so uncommon then, to have many children, but it seems like people don't think that way anymore. But maybe after the world is restored and we don't have a fallen lineage being multiplied, that the heavenly lineage can inspire people to have many physical children as well as spiritual children. But the love for the world, as it mentioned as well, in John 3:16, probably one of the most famous quotes of the Bible, for God so loved the world that he gave his son, and always we highlight, it's the world, and the world is everything. So we do it together. It was the other thing that what highlighted to me in the reading, was that we love together with God. We love the world, but God is already loving the world. It's just us finally aligning ourselves to God's desire, that the children return the love, and that means to love the world. Anyway, some of my thoughts this morning. So thank you, and open it up to anyone else that likes to share. Thank you. Yes, hello, Reverend Kenji. Can't seem to hear you, sorry.
Hello?
Yep, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Good morning, Rev Yutaka and all the brothers and sisters of Oceania as a family. So yes, we are now counting down to receive delegation from the Korea, and also the continental leaders couple, and Rev Yutaka tomorrow. And because of the the schedule, constraint, so we had the commemorative service for the 13th anniversary of True Father's Holy Ascension yesterday at the time of Sunday service. And we shared the great achievement of the true parents true father when he was on earth. 8 areas of the great achievement, as I picked up from the public speech in the peace messages. And those things really remind us of the precious gift achievement that through parents, through father gave to us. And we should be able to really inherit such the accomplishment as our own, to be able to become the true parents, true teachers, and true owners by ourselves. That's the best way for us to witness God and true parents. And as far as I remember, 8 areas of the great achievement of the true parents: the knowledge about the God, knowledge about Satan, and the knowledge about the human condition. And fourth point is that existence of the spirit world. And fifth point is that essence of Jesus' mission. And the sixth point is the the knowledge of the Bible and the religious text. And then seventh point is the purpose of the history. And the eighth point is the core value of the true families. Oh, I remember still. Anyway, those points is the great achievement that the true parents, true father, they have shown us. So yeah, let us inherit the such victorious accomplishment as our own. So that's all I wanted to share this morning. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Mary, go ahead. Also having trouble to hear you. No, still can't hear you. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're not sure what the problem is with the mic. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, you could check the settings on your audio just to make sure the mic volume is up high. I noticed with one update of Zoom with the AI that it caused my mic to be almost zero volume, so I had to increase it. I don't know if that's just as simple as that on yours. No. Yeah, don't worry, someone else can speak. Yes, if there's anyone else that'd like to share, please do. Yes, Reverend Stone, go ahead.
I just want to thank Reverend Kenji also because at this time, on the 30th anniversary of Father Sungwa, it's good to just remember the amazing contributions that Father has made. And every single one of those 8 points that you mentioned is really quite miraculous, you know. But I study the principle pretty well every day, even a little bit. And it's just astonishing the clarity that it's brought, you know. And we never knew this before. Even when I was a Christian, I was like, reading the Bible, I never knew about really the essence of Jesus or the whole history of the Bible. All this revealed by Father, just amazing. So I think it's a good time to really consider and reflect on the amazing blessing we have of Father's life. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very true. Greg Hansen, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. Starting the prayer this morning, the victory of the day of love. And in 1984, I was in America, and Hyungjin passed, as we know, and he loved True Parents so much that he became an offering. And Father saying in the speech that he's one with Jesus, and Father is one with God, and in that way. This brings love and liberation to all of us. And continuing on, Father stressing the importance of spiritual children, having spiritual children, so that our world becomes wider and bigger. And now, as we just had the Great Works in Korea, and we have a new Director General, Reverend Du, sorry, and he he at the end of the Great Works, or in the end of his speech, he said we should all turn to the person next to us and say I love you, and embrace them and that kind of thing. So now is in this speech we're stressing so much like the love, what you take to heaven is like the love and your spiritual children, and how the key thing is like to expand your heart and being in order to make this offering in front of heaven when you go there. So just amazing how it's all seemed to be connected to this new start. So yeah, thank you very much for the reading, everything.
Thank you very much. It's true to remember, and it is time for us to offer our unison prayer now. And I think, as Rev Yutaka said, it's very appropriate on this anniversary day for us to pray and reflect and give our love to not only our Heavenly Parent, but also to our True Father, who's watching us right now. So let's offer our unison prayer together. I'll just bring up the screen. And let's pray together. Thank you. Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Reverend Yutaka, for sharing, and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a blessed day.